So we are just 2 days away from what, well, less than a day, well, less than 2 days actually, away from what could be devastating for us, a ice storm, which they are predicting is going to be pretty bad, actually. Don't know if it's going to be as bad as, let's say, the storm from 2 years ago, actually right around this time, exactly 2 years ago. Seriously? What? What the hell? Yeah, we're returning. Assholes. Anyway, so, I actually, unfortunately, will be working extra hours this coming week, so I will be driving right in the middle of it. And I am not looking forward to that. So Monday night, starting at around 6 or 7 o'clock, we're supposed to be getting the start of this ice. It's supposed to drop temperature just enough to freeze all the water that's going to be coming down, and then at around 4 or 5 in the morning, I guess, it's supposed to warm up enough to melt it all away. I'm not looking forward to driving that because it's going to be a Monday night, and I have to go in early, so people will still be out and about, and nobody knows how to drive in it, of course. But it'll be interesting. I'll, of course, have both my cameras running, and the drive home won't be that bad at all because it'll all be melted away by the time I get out of work. But going into work with the traffic and so on, with the ice storm in full swing, it's not going to be fun. But I do have a bunch of videos. If you go back in my channel 2 years ago, I do have a bunch of videos of driving into work before the ice storm started, and then driving home while the ice storm was in full swing, and everybody lost power, and we lost power for 5 days that year, and it was pretty bad. It's actually what motivated me to getting into renewable energy. So if we lose power this time, I should be able to sustain my basic needs for the duration of the power outage. Hopefully we won't have a power outage. They did a really good job clearing a lot of these lines from the last time that we had that ice storm 2 years ago, but of course things grow back, and that's just the way that it is. It's a nice house being built there. So whatever, we'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, I don't have my 360 camera, I'm sorry. I took it in to charge it, and I just forgot it. I mean, it happens, but I've been getting a lot of people asking me for what I've been up to, where I've been, video here and there. So I decided to go ahead and shoot it old school without the 360 camera. And I always have my 360 running when I'm driving, even if I don't have anything to talk about, then I'll just have the 360 running. But if I'm going to be talking, then I've got the main camera running as well. But yeah, so this new Star Wars movie, I've never really been too much of a fan of Star Wars. I enjoy the series, but there are a lot of hardcore fans, and I'm definitely not one of them. It doesn't mean that I don't enjoy the movies. So it's I got a big spoiler at work, of course, right after the movie came out, and those hardcore people saw it on opening night. But so I'll be going actually in almost 2 weeks now, maybe, to see it at the IMAX. We've got an IMAX theater nearby, and I'll be seeing it in 3D. So that'll be fun. Again, I'm not hardcore, so I don't have to get out right when it opens, and I don't collect Star Wars memorabilia and things like that. My dad, that truck right there that just drove by, I learned how to drive a stick on that truck. Little old red S10 that my dad had. Kind of funny. But, so anyway. And other than that, really, there just hasn't been much going on. We've been, just, I don't know, with the holidays coming up, I just really haven't had much to talk about. I've been so busy with the holidays. But, next year I got some things going on, hopefully, we'll see, and some new stuff happening. And man, that Fiesta Charro restaurant, if you ever get a chance to go out there, it is just awesome. They some of the best Mexican food I've ever had. There's another restaurant down in Okemos called the Cancun, and they've also got excellent Mexican food. But that place, it just seems to really do a good job. So yeah, not really all that much else going on. I just been working extra hours trying to get as much money as I can while the holidays are here, because there's a lot of extra paid days, and it's always good to work those extra hours. And so haven't had really much to talk about. It looks like we got a little bit of this sleet stuff going on right now. I'm supposed to get a mix today. Yeah, so just I guess this video isn't really going anywhere. Usually, it's funny, usually when I make videos, I plan ahead of what I want to talk about and things like that, and then whatever comes to mind, if it does, I'll talk about that. But I haven't had really anything on my mind so much lately that I've wanted to talk about. And to be quite honest, even though I'm getting several comments on all my videos, because I've got over 500 videos now, nothing has really been, oh, hey, what do you think of this, or what do you think of that, or talk about this, and I haven't had much really grouping up where I need to discuss anything. And I don't know if that's because of the holidays or what, but I just really haven't had any requests or anything to talk about. And of course, no car videos really, because of the weather, even though it's actually been nicer. We've been getting a lot of this rain crap. So I've got several things that I want to do to my car, but that's going to obviously have to wait until spring. It's been a weird winter so far. Fortunately, it's already almost January. So winter is only about another 3 months from now. That is, if it turns out to be a normal winter. A couple of years, probably 4 or 5 years ago, we had snow all the way into April. And it seemed like it wasn't until May before we finally saw some warm temperatures. Now, the winter's getting off to a slow start. We've got all this nicer for winter weather. In fact, there was a couple tornadoes yesterday. First time in the history of Michigan, at least since record keeping, have we experienced a tornado. First time ever in December. And that happened yesterday. So really interesting weather. And I guess there was a bunch of tornadoes in Texas. So, it's just a weird weather patterns we're having. You can blame global warming if you want, or whatever else. So, all right, guys. Well, drive safe out there, and I'll definitely catch you later. So, take care.